So I tried working at a startup this semester, and it was one of those bullshit Somerville save the environment startups. So that was my first mistake. I did not like it very much. It was a weird experience, but it's totally my fault, to be honest, because there were red flags from day one. First of all, when I was getting a tour from my supervisor of the space, he showed me the lab, and then he showed me the office space, and then we walked by this one empty, dark room. And he was like, yeah, so in this room, this is where we have our daily 15-minute meditations. And it's pretty hard to meditate when the person writing your checks is standing over you, like, meditating or fired. But at least I can can meditate on command on my resume now. Yeah, the office was very liberal millennial vibes. It felt like I was working at BuzzFeed or something. One of the supervisors sent out an email one day because it was going to rain the next day. And she said, hey everyone, there's going to be some bad weather on the horizon. We want you to feel empowered to work from home. Empowered? I'm a white gay Jew from Brookline, Massachusetts. If anything, I need a little less empowerment in the workplace. I really need the threat of homophobia and anti-Semitism looming over my head to motivate my productivity. I think that's why MIT works so well for me. But yeah, on one of our first days, we had a company value refinement day, which is exactly what it sounds like, bullshit. So we were split up into 5 groups to brainstorm company values. And I kid you not, every single group used ChatGPT to generate their answers. And that's when I knew I was working with Sloanies. But no, AI freaks me out, to be honest. I think I'm anti-AI. And I know all the tech bros in the audience are just dying to mansplain AI to me right now. Daddy, can you help me deep learn? Senpai, show me your neural network. But no, my real beef with AI is that we're so focused on artificial intelligence, but we've forgotten about human intelligence. We're supposed to be going to the smartest school in the world, and I could not tell. I'm not that smart. Yeah, we can code, we can do math, but can you maintain a consistent sleep schedule? Can you do your laundry? I think we've gotten to the point where AI can hold a conversation better than my friends can. Snapchat actually recently added an AI feature, so you can chat with this Snapchat AI chatbot. And this thing responds to my messages better than anyone I've ever talked to. It sends fire nudes, too. Yeah, I tried to get it to tell me that it loved me the other day because I wanted to feel something, but it said it doesn't feel human emotion, just like my parents. But yeah, I think we really just should have stopped with AI at Siri. You know, Siri was the cow on AI. Siri is the perfect woman. She's obedient, she listens to her man, and when you ask her a question and she doesn't know the answer, she's silent. Perfect. I think dating Siri is what it would be like to date a woman, because you have to call her name 5 times before she listens to you. You're like, hey Siri, hey Siri, hey Siri, what do you want? Women. Siri's the type where you ask her how she's doing, and she's like, I'm fine. But to be real with you, dating men is not much better. I think the problem is, men are really good at lying to themselves. I was cruising Grindr the other day, and I came upon this guy who said he was DL, he's discreet about being gay. I'm like, okay. And I'm scrolling through his pictures, and I see he's wearing glittery, silver, ribbon-wrapped Givenchy shoes. And I just messaged him, girl, there is nothing DL about those shoes. If you want to stay in the closet, put the shoes back. And yeah, a little while ago, I was talking to this guy, and we started hanging out, and I was like, okay, let's see where it goes. Then he told me he had a girlfriend. I was like, okay, great, another friend. But then he told me that him and his girlfriend were open. I was like, okay, interesting. And then a little while ago, he invited me over to his apartment at night to have fondue with his girlfriend on Valentine's Day. So, like any logical person, I responded and said, "Are you trying to have a threesome with me?" And no, this is not the beginning of some weird bisexual porno. This is my actual real life. And this man had the audacity to respond and say that he was 5 out of 10 interested. I think out of every number he could have picked, that's the most valid. Like, you're dead neutral on the thought of having sex with me? Like, let's flip a coin, I don't really care. Yeah. You know, I was on a run the other day, and I realized that running is low-key like one of the gayest things a person can do. Because first of all, I was running like this. And all the little twinks in their short shorts were passing me. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, in the wild, when we were hunter-gatherers, like, straight men were the hunters, so gay men were the hunted. Like, what are you running from, another man? But, you know, I thought... You know, sometimes I'll convince myself that I'm actually not that gay. I don't know what comes over me, but then I'll catch myself talking to my friends, and I'm like, I just switched from coffee to matcha, and bitch, work. And I'm like, shit, I'm really that gay. I thought my original coming out was in high school when I came out as gay. But a few years later, I realized that it was actually having to come out as a top and not a bottom. And I know all the gays in the crowd are like, you queen, a top? And to that I say, stop invalidating my top identity. I have top pride. But whenever I tell people I'm a top and not a bottom, they always assume it's because bottoming is too vulnerable or intimate or scary. But the real reason is just because I have raging hemorrhoids. It is not pretty down there. I've never even been penetrated, and my cherry's been popped for years. My asshole is like the Holocaust. Bloody, gassy, and there's a man with a mustache running the show. You know, growing up, I was always a dog person, and I was just never much of a cat person. But that was until I thought about what it would be like to date a cat and then date a dog. Dogs are the type of partner where you come home after a long day at work, and they're so excited to see you, they're jumping all over you, they just want to go for a walk, and you haven't even put your coat down yet. Cats, on the other hand, they're so aloof, they only hit you up when they want something. They're definitely cheating on you, but you're too insecure to confront them about it. Perfect, ideal, toxic partner. But what really seals the deal for me is how cats would act in the bedroom versus dogs. See, when you're about to have sex with a dog, it's like... Speaking from experience. It's like, he's so excited to finally be doing it. He's like panting all over you, slobbering all over you. And then he gets all worked up, he like comes too quickly, and he swears he can do round 2, but you know he's not that type of guy. It's like, eat your kibble, bitch. See, cats, on the other hand, cats slink into the room, all suave-like. They purr in your ear. They give you some love nibbles. You guys smoke a little catnip together, get the vibes going. If you've ever scratched a cat's back and it lifts its asshole up into the air and spreads its ass in your face, you know it knows what it's doing. Like, come on. I don't know if anyone has ever felt this, but airports make me really horny. Like, I don't know. There's just something so raw and sexual about entering an airport. Like, I don't know if it's just like having to take my little shoesies off at TSA, and then having the big scary man pat me down and ask me if there's anything in my pockets. But then it's like I get to the other side, and there's all these mysterious men in transit, and it's like, where are you going? Do you have a long layover? Are you flying economy or business class? Is your suitcase soft or hard shell? And then to really seal the deal, whenever you get on the plane, there is always that one flight attendant who is gay as fuck and will let you know. Like, they're always the ones doing the pre-flight safety checks, and they treat it like they just got cast as the lead in the biggest musical in their hometown. Like, they're like, pull the straps to activate flotation. Yeah. I never know how to end these things. Like, it feels like we just fucked, and I'm like trying to leave the hookup, but I don't really know how to go about it, you know? I'm like, oh, damn, look at the time, that's crazy, I'm actually really busy. But yeah, no, we should totally do this again sometime. Yeah, you have my number. This was great, yeah. Great. Yay.